Hello folks, it's Khaines and welcome to Khaines Corner. We're playing Darkness Falls today. You know, it's on the screen. Clearly we are. We've just got a spaceship now. Okay, no, I can't continue that. We're playing Elite, and I've got a couple of reasons why. So basically, I failed at time management. I was recording actually Darkest Dungeon and Mass Effect because I had some spare time, and I thought, oh great, I'll get caught up on that finally. And then, you know, I've got the weekend, and I did not have the weekend. I lost the weekend. I was busy. And today, this is Monday, I'm recording this. I've been busy most of the morning, and I've got stuff to do this afternoon and this evening, and it's a case of, well, if I do this, because of what I want to do, this is something where I can easily pause and walk away and deal with what I need to do and then come back and carry on. Also, I'm really brain fried, and I know in the DS series what I need to do is I need to work on my base because we just had Blood Moon, so we need to like do the looting, inspect the damage, start rebuilding, all of that. And it was just one of them. I actually logged into the game, I looked at it and went, I can't even work out how to build properly right now. So I thought, right, let's do this because what I want to do is one of my favorite things to do to just chill out. It lets me get progress in the game, but it's really quite good. So what we're going to do is I am in the middle of nowhere, as you can see. I am on my fleet carrier. So what we're going to do is I plotted a route. Oh, it's only saved. Oh no, it has saved the rest. It's there. It's just not showing up because that dotted line there means you are going to run out of fuel, and it's saying there that I can refuel on that star. So what we're going to do is we're going to go explore some of these systems. Now, they're probably already explored, but you can still get money for it. So why not? I also just realised I forgot to run ED Discovery, which would be very useful in this situation. So, whoops. Oh, well. Yes, I have the auto dock and auto land thing. I'm lazy. It helps. So what we do is we go this way, and we boost, and we wait for the mass lock to disappear, which can take a while. Yeah, I know. I forgot I've got the shitty... Actually. There we go. Need to redo my power distributor there. There we do this. And we jump to the next system. 66 light years away. This ship's got pretty good range on it. It's not like the best. You can get way better than this, but I like it. It holds everything I want. What I might do, I might consider speccing out a Diamondback Explorer for this. Now I've got the fleet carrier. Because one of the reasons I use this is it can hold 2 SRVs, which is useful in case I accidentally blow one up. But since I've got the carrier, I don't need that now. Okay, so here we are now. I've got my fire group set up. Yes, I do. So let me aim up a bit so you can see properly. So if you look on the right, just above my ship and its shields and everything, there's something called D-Scanner. That is the Discovery Scanner, and using that is something we call honking, and you will see why. So it's primary, so left mouse button, hold down, and honk. That's why it's called honking. So that gives you a rough idea of what's in the system. So then after that, you need to do the full spectrum scanner, I believe it's called, which is the apostrophe key just above shift, which gives you this. And it's called FSS. And if I go down, if you see middle of the screen towards the bottom, it says there, filtered spectral analysis. And this gives you waveforms of what you can find in the system. And what we do is we, do A and D to go left and right, pick a signal, and then just pan around looking for something like this. So you can see there's big blue blobs. That is saying, hey, there's something here. In this case, I have found 2 somethings. So there's one there. And then there's one here. There we go. Very nice. And then we've now finished all of that specific signal type. They were high metal worlds. So now we're looking for icy bodies and rocky ice worlds. There's an icy body. That must be a rocky ice world. Yeah, it is, because it's the only things left. There's a rocky ice world. There's a rocky ice world. And we're done. So that system is now fully scanned. Now, if I want to, I could go and do all this. I could go and fly over. I can map the planets and all the rest of it. And that does pay more. But because this system already says it's mapped and discovered, it's kind of not worth it. And there's no biological signs or anything like that. So what we're going to do is just going to orbit this sun for a bit to top up our fuel. Fuel is on the right, near the bottom. There we go, topping that up. That blue bar is how much I'm going to use for next jump. So as you can see, I've used like, you know, a third of a tank coming here, and I'm going to use a third of a tank again. All right, so now we're done. Let's get past the sun because it gets, you know, as you can see, we're getting warm. And we aim for the next system, and off we go. And see if there's anything interesting in this one. Hopefully there will be. You never know. Might get lucky. Might also just get completely screwed. It's elite. It happens. Come on. There we go. Right then. Oh yeah, I forgot I don't have my Super Cruise assist on, so I need to make sure I manually dethrottle, or I'm going to fly straight into the sun, which is never good. There we go. We do the same thing again. Hold left mouse button to charge the discovery scanner. 15. That's a big system. Okay, what have we got? High metal content worlds and rocky bodies. Oh, it's got several suns. Interesting. Okay then, let's get some of these. Nothing there. Nothing there. Geological on that one. Interesting. That'll be stuff to shoot for materials. Geological on that one. Geological on that one. This has got a lot of geological stuff. This is an interesting little system. Unfortunately, it's not very good content, but it's interesting. Right, there we go. So there was a lot of geological there. Okay, so that's all that sun done. Then we've got the next sun. Okay, nothing on you. Nothing on you. And then the last one's over here. One biological. One biological. Let's have a look at the map. So we've got that. The one biological is there. You could tell. I'll show you why you can tell. Right. So this little crest here, that means you can land on this planet, right? This big blue bubble, that means this planet has an atmosphere. You only find biological signs on a planet that is both landable and has an atmosphere, which this does. And if you look there, it says first discovered and first mapped. There is no first footfall, which means although that is discovered and mapped, no one's actually gone and scanned the biological life on it. So we have a very good chance of a good payout. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here and I'm going to go down all these planets and I'm going to actually map them. Because a lot of them are high metal content worlds, they do pay well. I know the last system had a load, but as I said, it kind of wasn't worth it because there was nothing else there. Because this has got biological, it's 100% worth it. So we'll go to the first planet and we will also top up our fuel. So let's just rotate the ship a bit and nudge it forwards so we can get a little bit of speed and start picking up fuel. Because flying around, if you look at the fuel bar where it's filling up, there's a little one above it. That's what's in your actual sort of like engines, system, the rest of it. That will continuously go down while you fly around. So what I want to do is obviously top up my main fuel tank, because as I'm doing this, that little one will eventually become empty and then take out the big bar. And, you know, you don't want to get stranded with no fuel. Now, it's not too bad for me. I've got a fleet carrier. I can just have it jump to wherever I am and, like, just go land while I wait for it to turn up and save the fuel. But I still try to be careful because it's just a good idea. So let's make our way to this, and I'll show you how the planet mapping works. Oh, in fact, it's not that far. Thought it was going to take longer than that. Right, so when it gets to like that, you want to hit F1 to slow down if you've mapped all your controls to do that. I like hotkeys. Like F1 is 0%, F2 is 25, F3 is 50, F4 is 75, and F5 is 100%. That's all of speed of the counter on the right. Sorry, the bar on the right of the radar that's in the middle. So we're in front of this planet, so we do right click for secondary, which you can see there says surface scanner. Now, if you ever play Mass Effect 2, you'll be used to the probe system. This is basically the same, so you just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I've got a modified scanner with massive probe radius, so I can finish planets really fast. If you look on the right, it says efficiency target 7 probes. If you fully map the planet within 7 probes, or 7 or less, you get a bonus payout. I'm going to do this in 4. I'm sure of it. Just like that. That planet is now mapped. I get extra money for turning that in later. So now we want to bounce over to here. And this one might be a bit further away. Let's check. No, it's not too bad. Right. Oh, look. It looks like the star bits. The 2 stars are orbiting a central point. Interesting. Right. So let's fly over to this planet and scan this one. This will take a bit longer. Alright, we are nearly there. There's the sun. Heading straight towards this planet. I know I'm going past one of them, but I just have a set way I like to do the sort of scanning stuff. So, I always go to the planet closest to the sun and then go further out. Is it stupid? Yeah, probably. But it's how I like to do it. So, who cares? I mean, technically you can argue, well, it wastes fuel. It's like, yeah, but I've got a fuel scoop. I can get free fuel. And my fleet carrier's nearby, so I'm not going to be screwed. Okay, so we'll wait for this to fill up the circle, which it now has. Hit 0 throttle, because you have to wait for the ship to slow down. I'm getting a bit too close to that. I don't like that. Right, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. That should finish that, because it's only efficiency target 6, so it's a smaller planet. Wait for everything to hit, and then we can just confirm that. Come on. There we go. You can hold middle mouse once you check the back as well. Yeah, we're fine. There we go. And then we go to this, and we select the next planet. The next planet's actually landable, but doesn't have anything of interest, so we will be giving 0 shits about that. Actually, no, you never know. It might have geological, but nah. Right. So now we fly over to this one and repeat the same process. Alright, here we are. We're approaching planet number 2. Well, technically planet number 3, isn't it? Because we just... I can math, honestly. I also think I just hit the 0 throttle too early. Oh, no, I'm going to be alright. Okay. There we go. And then what? Is this another... It's a 4, so I'm probably only going to need 2 due to my modified scanner. Let's see. The problem with it being a bit further away is it takes longer for the probes to get there, so that is a downside. Come on. There's 1. Yeah, we're fine. 2 probes, done. Okay. Now, number 3, when I was on my way over to this star, was quite far away. So, let's just do that. It's all selected. Hit the 75% button. Yeah, okay, that is a bit further away. That's still not too bad, though. Right, there we go. We can see the planet appearing very, very slowly. So we want to wait to about the same as usual. Wait for the planet to sort of almost fill the circle or fill the circle. That's good enough. I hit my 0 throttle just as the surface scanner on the left there said too fast. So that was nicely done. Okay, now we're pretty sure this is the one with biological signs. So it's a 6. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that should complete the planet. And then up in the top right, it should say notable signals something. So like notable signals biological. Hopefully. 2, 3, and there's 4. Notable signals biological. That's exactly what I wanted. Oh, it's all stratum. That's rare. Normally when it says notable signals biological 1, it's bacteria. Or bacterium. Because that is the most common in the entire game. And it also pays the least. Like, I can't remember what the really rare ones pay. I think they pay like 10 million. But the most basic one pays 1. Now, I don't remember what stratum pays. I'll have to look up what strain we've got. Now, all this blue, that is places where it's likely spawned. So what we want to do is want to sort of rotate a bit and see if we can find somewhere that looks semi-easy to land with as much of it as possible, while also being in the daylight. Because in hunting for exobiology stuff in the dark, this is what this is, by the way, it's exobiology. It's a nightmare. You can also only do this activity if you've got the Odyssey expansion, which I do. I'm thinking there. So we aim and we press whatever key you want for your speed. But as we get closer, it'll start to sort of come into focus a bit more, and we can always adjust our course. Now, I'm happy with that, actually. I'll go for there. I'll aim for there. Try and rotate the ship a bit. Okay. Yeah, this doesn't look too bad at all, and there's a big flat area off to the right as well. So we're probably in a good place for this. There's also some dark blue there, which I think means it's likely to be spawned there, but I've never fully understood the heat map for this activity, so it doesn't seem to work the way it should. So I just aim for a big patch of blue like this and hope for the best. Seems to work. There we go. You can see some of the planet detail now. Lots of craters and things. I am very, very surprised it's stratum. I honestly thought we'd be looking at bacterium. Like I said, it's the most common. Right. Dropping from cruise. Glide engaged. Move over a bit. Glide complete. There we go. There's the planet. Okay. I'm 2 kilometers from the surface, so we'll just go down slowly. And we'll wait for about there. Hit the landing gear because it slows you down. Throttle down to 0. Because you don't want to hit the ground. It hurts. Right, okay, now I want to turn off auto land quickly. Where's auto land? There. Okay. And I think that's the plant I need. I've got my data link scanner, excellent. So if I go down slowly... No, it's a rock. Oh well, right. So now I need to look for the plant. So I am going to do that. And then I'll show you the dance we need to do afterwards. Aha, I found it. It's not, well, it's a blob. It counts as a plant though. So, that was the wrong key. I pressed left mouse, not right. So I want to scan it. That's one I didn't have, so I get a credit voucher. Very nice. And then we just land this very carefully. There we go. Right, disembark options, number 3. So I need to go to this. I need to change my loadout because I need my Artemis suit, which is the one that's for exobiology, and then disembark. Like I said, you can only do this if you have Odyssey. If you don't have Odyssey, you cannot do it. So I want my scanner. Yep, first footfall confirmed. I get the... I get my name on the planet for that, so we scan this. All you do is hold left click. You don't need to do anything else. There we go. Stratum Tectonicus Green. And what do you pay out? Okay, so this is worth 806,000 credits. Scanning these. You have to do it 3 times. Actually, I'm just going to very quickly pop back to my ship just to top up my energy because I was looking that up and obviously my energy was going down. And you need to keep your suit powered or you die. So let's just do that. There we go. Right. So that's what that pays. Because no one's landed on this planet before, no one's ever scanned this on this planet before, okay? So that means you get your 806,000 for scanning it. You have to, like I said, you have to do it 3 times. But you also get a first finder's fee of that value times 5, which would be what? 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. 18, 24, 30. So about 4,030,000 credits as a first finder's fee. Yeah. Exobiology pay is nuts. Like, even if you just go to a planet that's already been scanned, say you're just starting the game, and for some reason you went, well, I'm going to buy Odyssey, even though I don't know if I'll like the game. Right, that's blue, so I won't get anything from scanning that. You can go to planets people have already been to, scan everything on there, get a massive payout, and get yourself a really nice ship. It's just so good. I am planning to do a series because I've got an account on Epic. The game was free at one point, and I claimed it. And then they had a sale where the Odyssey expansion was like £5. So I bought it on both Steam and Epic. Because I figured, well, I was getting back into the game anyway. And I thought, well, if I do that, I can have one account like this one, where I'm mostly doing exploration and exobiology, like out in the middle of nowhere. And then one where I'm in the what's called the bubble, inhabited space. I can speak and just do like all the combat stuff there. There we go. That green one is scannable. So how far away do you have to be? You have to be about 500 meters away for the next sample to count. Okay. So I can't see any that way. What about over this way? So yeah, I've got this second account, so I was thinking what I might do is I might do a series, but it'll be a as and when I've got time series on a Saturday of starting from absolute zero and going through the game and all the things to make money and get better ships and unlock engineers and all of that. Because a few people have said they are interested in that, so I thought, well, I might do that just for fun because I'm planning to do it anyway. You know, might as well record it for you lot to laugh at. Right, I'm looking for another blob. Where's the other blob? I'm 600 away from that and 200 away from that. Okay. Let's keep going this way and hope we find a blob. There's some more blobby boys, and I just checked they are far enough away from my other 2 scans, so these should count. Let's just hop our way over here. Shouldn't, you know, it doesn't take too long to get there. It's weird because it'd be faster to do all this in the SRV, which is like the sort of landing buggy thing, but I find it's much harder to spot things with the SRV than it is by just doing it on foot, which is why I usually do it. There we go, 3 scans all done. There we are, Stratum Tectonicus green complete. And now we just go back to the ship, and then I can go off and scan the rest of the system planets if I so wish. So, there you go. That's how exploration works in Elite. And this is how exobiology works in Elite. Remember, exobiology is a Odyssey only thing. If you don't have Odyssey, you cannot do this bit with the scanning. The scanning the blobs, that is. You can still do the planet scanning, but nothing else. Darkness Falls, the actual proper Darkness Falls, not my dumbass fleet carrier, will be back on Wednesday with Joke Mod, and obviously the proper Darkness Falls will be back on Friday, as per usual. Like I said, I was just absolutely brain fried, and I logged in, looked at the base, and I went, I can't brain. I was looking at it and going, no, I can't faff with structural integrity and all that right now. So I'll just do this while I sort of chill out and, you know, make sure I'm available to get anything done that needs to be done. So I know it's not the usual content, but hopefully some of you have enjoyed it regardless. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed it. Big thanks to the YouTube members and the patrons whose names are on screen now, as their support has helped keep the channel going and also helped with mod development. Always appreciated. Please do the usual: like, subscribe, comment, bell, and hopefully I'll see you for the next one. Cheers.